Hello movie lovers, welcome back to Ray's Real Review. Today we're going to be talking about the often ignored second movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, The Incredible Hulk. Released in 2008 by Marvel and Universal, The Incredible Hulk stars Edward Norton, Tim Roth, Liv Tyler, and William Hurt. The movie starts off with Bruce Banner on the run. General Thunderbolt Ross is of course still looking for him after the accident that created the Hulk several years before. Banner's done a good job at this point of staying under the radar. Unfortunately, what happens is his finger gets cut and a drop of the blood ends up spilling into a drink that then gets shipped to North America. Cue Stan Lee's cameo as the person who unfortunately ends up drinking the bloody juice. Word gets back to General Ross about the high level of gamma radiation in the contaminated drink, and he dispatches a team to go and investigate. The team, of course, includes Tim Roth as Emil Blonsky. I really enjoyed the acting in the first half of this movie, particularly by Edward Norton and Tim Roth. Edward Norton does a great job of bringing across a very tense and stressed out Bruce Banner who is both working at a cure for this but is also afraid not for himself but for the safety of other people. The opening scenes of this movie really communicate that tension and how desperate he is to find a cure and how careful he is about what happens to his blood. When you first meet Roth's character, he does an excellent job of portraying a confident, aging veteran whose skill set is still above and beyond most of the other soldiers within his ranks. After meeting the Hulk, Roth's character admits that he is in fact aging and isn't as fast or as strong as he used to be, and is now tempted to get an enhancement in order to be able to keep up with the power of the Hulk. This enhancement at first was more or less so Roth's character could feel like he is still competitive against something like the Hulk. Later on, Roth's character's motivations change in the fact that he's not simply trying to be a good soldier, he's not simply trying to keep up, but he is more and more being tempted by the power that these enhancements are offering him. When this movie came out, I'll admit that I was really excited about two things. The first was the fact that they were making another Hulk movie after the last one ended so disastrously. The second point that I was excited about was that Edward Norton would be playing Bruce Banner. After seeing Norton's performance in Red Dragon, Primal Fear, and Fight Club, I couldn't help but feel a little excited by what he was going to bring to Bruce Banner's character here. Norton brings across a Bruce Banner that is tense and intelligent and stressed out, fearful for the damage he might cause if he ever loses control, and at the same time dealing with residual guilt from the life that he had destroyed and the people that he left behind. In short, I really enjoyed Norton's portrayal of Bruce Banner. I will even go so far as to say that Edward Norton is a better Bruce Banner than Mark Ruffalo, whereas I would say that Mark Ruffalo is in fact a better Hulk than Edward Norton. Overall, I would say that this movie is absolutely worth watching. It's very enjoyable and I was very excited to watch it again. It is largely ignored simply because they did change the main actor from Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo, but that doesn't take away from Banner's character, and if you can ignore the actor change, then this does a really good job of setting up Banner's character for the upcoming movies in Avengers and so on. And although they do largely ignore this movie, it is mentioned in a few places throughout the rest of the series. They do talk about it in Avengers when Ruffalo mentions that the last time he was in New York he destroyed Harlem. And of course we see General Thunderbolt Ross return in Civil War. A few things from this movie that they did drop as they went into the rest of the MCU would be, of course, Bruce Banner's love interest Betty. Liv Tyler does not appear in the rest of the MCU. She is in fact replaced as a love interest by Black Widow. Can't say I blame Banner there, I love Black Widow. And of course we never hear anything else about Abomination, played by Tim Roth. Which is a real shame because the end of this movie has a fight sequence between Abomination and Hulk, which is just awesome. If anything, I would love to see Abomination return in a future MCU movie and see how Roth and Ruffalo work together on screen. And that's my review of The Incredible Hulk. If you haven't seen it, definitely go back and watch it. It gives you some good character depth for Banner's character going into Avengers and beyond. Particularly with Thor Ragnarok now showing a talking Hulk, this movie adds some context that will show you how far Hulk has come along in terms of personal and emotional development. And as always, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought of the movie and who your favorite Hulk actor was, and if you'd like to see the Abomination return in future MCU movies. And if you'd like to support my channel, please like, share, or subscribe. And if you'd like to support my future reviews, please visit me on Patreon. Thanks so much, movie lovers. We'll see you next time. Take care.